what is the French what is the French moaning about, dear? I don't understand it. They're moaning now because they have to work until, what is it, 62? Let me have a look. Is it 62? Oh, I've got the wrong button here. 1 minute. 1 minute. 62, isn't it? 62. We have to go on to 65, or is that 67 now? What are they moaning about, dear? I mean, they don't know when they've got it good, do they? Always on strike. You don't want to go to France for a holiday, I'm telling you that now. Nice people, but they're always on strike. How many times have you turned on the telly to find out that the French are on strike? Eh? And thank God that we've got David Cameron at the helm, who has seen fit to tell them that we're not paying an extra 6% to the EU. I mean, for Christ's sake, what do they do with all these billions of pounds? They sit there stuffing their fat faces. Oh, it makes me sick. Billions and billions of pounds poured into the EU every year from each of its member countries. Someone's making some money here, dear. And it's not us. Is it possible? Is it just possible that actually none of the ordinary people like me, like you, in these countries will ever see any benefit from this money? Do you think it's possible that this money is being collected by the MPs themselves? And what's it being collected for? That's the question. Eh? I reckon that this would actually fit on Stephen Parker's show, right? I reckon that there is a conspiracy here, boys and girls. I reckon they know that the world is about to collapse. No more oil, too much sunshine, terrible floods and things that we have seen in places like Haiti, joking aside, you know. Don't want to be in a flood like that. The rains in Pakistan. All this business going on. I think they know the world's going to be end. And they're collecting all this money for a secret spaceship, boys and girls. That's what I reckon. All the MPs are going to leave us to it and go on this secret, massive spaceship. And it will take off and we'll all be left. But don't you worry, I will be still here, providing entertainment and fun for all at no additional expense. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the show. My name's Chris Reardon. This is United Kingdom Talk on United Kingdom Radio. If you're with us live, check your clock now. It's just coming up to 8 minutes past 3 on October the 30th, 2010, one day before Halloween. Oh, I'm not very good at that. We have actually got a fancy dress party tonight, and I don't have I'm just completely useless. I am completely useless at doing fancy dress or anything artistic. I mentioned this before, I think. I'm not very good at making things look good. I'm good with perhaps the sound and wires and things like that. But actually making... I mean, if you come to my karaoke nights, the sound will be excellent, okay? The way it's all set up will be excellent, but it might not look much. You know, a few units set up on a table. I don't seem to be very good at making things look good, including, incidentally, my own face. You know, there's no makeup or botox in my face. Not yet, anyway. Other people would sit here and have loads of makeup and all that business, wouldn't they? Eh? Do you reckon... I mean, Lee Mills, he does a video show. Do you reckon he wears makeup? He looks the sort, doesn't he? I think so. He did. Have you seen it? He was moaning on his show on Friday, or Thursday, because I forgot to tell everyone that he was after me. Oh, he's ever so upset about that, dear. Oh, God's sake. I mean, what's wrong with these people? Now, as I say, if you're with us live, it's just coming up to 9 minutes past 3, October the 30th, 2010, and you can join in if that's the time where you are now. You can join in by Skype. Our Skype username is all one word, United Kingdom Radio, okay? All one word, United Kingdom Radio. There's a phone number, a local London number, 020 3287 1488. Join at any time on anything I'm talking about, okay? 020 3287 1488. Or You can do an email. Whether you're watching a recording or live, doesn't matter. You can join in by email at any time. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. And already we have Zach with us, who's up very, very late. Aren't you, Zach? Is in Orange, Australia. And you weren't here Thursday, were you, Zach? I did miss you, yes. You see, I notice when regular people suddenly aren't here. At least the nice ones. The ones who are nasty, I don't remember them. I really don't. They just go in one eye and out the other. But Zach, I remember you because I think you're a nice person. I get this feeling I bet you're a good boy to your mum as well, aren't you? Eh? Do you do the washing up? Oh, I bet you do the washing up and you help your mum with the hoovering every day. Zach, by the way, those of you who don't know Zach, 18-year-old lad who's in Orange in Australia, just outside of Sydney, about 4 hours away. Yes, and I think he's good with his mum. I reckon you go to the shops for her. What else do you do for her? You bring her breakfast in bed on a Saturday and Sunday. Is that you, Zach? I get a feeling it is. I think you're a good boy. I do. And Zach writes, talking of David Cameron, he is straight to the point. Oh, he certainly is. I like David Cameron. I do like David Cameron. Have you seen the Google page yet? No. Should I be looking at a Google page? Okay, let me have a look. Google.co.uk, isn't it? Google, yes, I'm looking at a Google page. Nothing new there. Should there be something? What should I be looking for? Please tell me. 1 minute. Google.com, maybe. No, nothing happening on the Google page. What am I supposed to be looking for there? Please tell me, Zach, because I don't know. All right? Now, we're going to do some emails straight away today because got an email from a person this week, yesterday, who asked me, have you not been getting my emails? And I hadn't. So she sent them all in one go. There's 3 of those to get through. As well as one from the lovely Lisa in crazy California. Where has Lisa been? Another one who's been very, very quiet. Oh, you don't think I just walk out of here when certain people haven't written in or Skyped in when they usually do? You don't think I don't notice that, do you? I do get rather upset. I feel hurt. I feel emotionally hurt and upset. I do. Some people haven't even got the time to listen anymore. Oh, it kills me. It really does. Oh, there's an unknown phone number calling. Let's see who this is. Hello, unknown phone number. And who are you? Hello?
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 Oh, good afternoon, dear.
A very good... Is that Jason Alexander?
It is, dear.
Hello, Jason. Coming to you live from Brighton. Now, I've got to tell you, boys and girls, this is the first time you've called in, isn't it, dear?
It is lovely.
How wonderful. Now, this is the...
I just thought I'd share with you that I've eaten 1,800 calories today.
Oh, no, it's only 3:10.
Well, that was just one cake, dear.
I've got to tell you, Jason is the guy that I often talk to you about. He's got a flat in Brighton, and that's the bloke I go down to see him, and we go to the carvery. I've worked with Jason for how many years, Jason? 18 years?
Oh, too many, dear.
Something like that, isn't it, eh?
Is this a free phone number, dear?
It is a local London number. So it's the same as ringing the Black Cap.
Oh, so I get this on my BT 3 minutes, dear?
Yeah, Jason is also as tight as, whatever. He's very, very tight. Can you believe this? When he leaves, because he's kind of got 2 places. He's got a place in Brighton and a place in London as well. When he leaves his flat, he turns everything off, gas, electricity, all at the mains, because he thinks that he still gets charged for gas that he's not using. Isn't that right?
Yes, dear.
You also are someone who recently had trouble with your neighbours, didn't you?
Oh, I did, yeah.
Oh, the noise upstairs, dear.
Oh, thank God they've gone.
But you got rid of them. One of them died, apparently, didn't they?
They did, not before time, dear.
What was it like before this? I mean, it must be absolutely horrendous to have noisy neighbours. Bad enough having them next to you, but to have them on top, you just can't. You can't sleep, can you?
Well, I don't mind someone on top of me now and then, dear, but not noisy neighbours.
No, dear, I don't mean like that. I mean the flat upstairs.
Oh, it's awful, dear, yeah.
Never
Well, I
mind.
just thought I'd give you a quick ring, dear.
Well, it's wonderful for you to call in. Jason does like his food. Would you like to just take me through what you've eaten today and what time you got up and all that?
Oh, well, I've had a sausage, a bacon, a poached egg, and a slice of tomato. That was for breakfast, dear. And then for lunch, she had that cake, dear.
What cake have you had?
Well, I had the carrot and orange cake.
Oh, that's not a loaded carrot and orange. Isn't that one of those health cakes?
Well, no, but it was a whole cake, dear.
Oh God, a whole cake.
Well, apart from a little slither that I had last night. That I was trying to eat when someone interrupted me, dear.
Well, go and do yourself some chips to finish it off, my love.
Oh, cheesy chips, dear.
Cheese on top. Oh, they're just ruined. Why? Where did that come from? Cheesy chip. That's got to have come from America, isn't it?
Oh, it must have, yeah.
It must have, because they have cheese on everything. You know that. Breakfast
well,
in the
we
morning.
don't like that piped cheese, dear.
Eh?
We don't like piped cheese.
Can you hear that?
You know the cheese that comes out of a pipe? We don't like that.
Did you not hear that dinging then?
No.
I've got a new clock.
You got what, dear?
I've got a new clock in the studio.
Oh, that's the one that cost a fortune, dear.
Yeah, well, I didn't mention the price, dear. You know, I don't talk about prices of things. There's too many people that are worried about money all the time. We don't talk about that sort of thing.
Well, I don't know how someone can pay £500 for a clock, dear.
Oh, don't, please don't. Goodbye, Jason. Goodbye. God's sake. Oh, no, I can't have people telling you what's what in here. Christ almighty, what's wrong with these people? Zach said try the .com.au. Thank you very much. That's what it is. Boys and girls, if you're in front of a computer at the moment and it's October the 30th or the 31st, you'll be able to see this. Go to www.google.com.au and you will see what they've done with the Google picture. It's like several pictures of Scooby Doo. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? I love it. And it's got like arrow buttons on the left and the right. Okay, and you can see various pictures from the excellent TV series Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo used to do it for me. I've got to be honest. That programme used to do it for me until the voices changed. Oh, yes. Now, if you are a young person watching this programme, let me tell you this. They are not the original voices doing Scooby-Doo. I don't know if any of them are the original voices, but they all sound different to me. Scooby sounds round about the same. And there was no Shaggy. No, not Shaggy. What's Scooby-Doo's little dog friend called? Shaggy's the tramp bloke with the long hair, isn't he? What's Scooby-Doo's? There's a little dog that goes around with Scooby-Doo now, I think, isn't there? Is it called Tails? Oh, no, I'm thinking Sonic the Hedgehog now, aren't I? Who's the little dog with Scooby-Doo? Someone tell me, please. Right. Oh, yes, by the way, clocks are moving backwards tomorrow here in the UK. All right? So our clocks will be moving 1 hour back. So it's an extra hour in bed for me and everyone else in the UK, and complete and total misunderstanding. Thank you, it's Scrappy. Thank you, Fag Ashley, or Scrappy. It's Scooby-Doo and Scrappy. When I was little, there was no Scrappy. He wasn't born. No, there was only Scooby-Doo. He must be, he's a few years old now, isn't he, Scooby-Doo? He's got to be about 40. Oldest dog in the universe. Isn't it? Anyway, total confusion will ensue tomorrow because it's Sunday and the clocks here in the UK go back 1 hour. Now, I'm not sure what that means to you, dear viewer and loyal listener. For most of you, will the shows be starting an hour earlier or an hour later? I'm not quite sure. But rest assured, the clock on our website will always tell you the UK time. Okay, so if you want to check that, there is a brand new website as created for me by Lee Mills. Thank you, Lee. A wonderful looking website, which you can now see at unitedkingdomradio.co.uk. UnitedKingdomRadio.co.uk. You'll see the clock on there. So, you know, our clocks move back at 2 o'clock in the morning. So any time after that, I think you'll be able to log on and see what the time is here in the UK and adjust yours accordingly. Actually, Zach, who loves my new clock in the background. I've got a beautiful clock, wooden clock that I bought on, what day was it now? I think it was Wednesday. I think I bought it on Wednesday. Actually, it wasn't 500. I've got to be honest, it wasn't £500 at all. So I don't know where he got that figure. If you must know, it was 195. Okay, £195 for that lovely wooden clock on the wall behind me, and the chimes are beautiful. I don't turn them off at night. I really don't. It's lovely sitting there in bed, and they don't wake you up. Although I tell you what is waking me up at the moment, the blooming cat. I wish I'd never let her into the bedroom. She's all right, beginning of the night, you know, when I get into bed, usually, which is quite late, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning usually, she's all right. She jumps on and she has to have attention before I go to sleep. So that's okay. You know, I lay on my back, she walks up and down me, and brushes her head against my face and all that business, and lots of stroking and that going. And eventually I start dropping off, and then she settles down at a place on the bed, usually very, very close to my face. I mean, it was so close. If you missed the show on Thursday, you won't know this. She was actually laying on my chest, or sitting. You know how they sit on the chest with their paws tucked underneath each other? She was sitting so close to my mouth on Thursday. Was it Wednesday or Thursday morning? I could actually feel her breath exhaling on my bottom lip. Oh, I think that's really cute. There will be people out there who think that's disgusting, but I actually I think she loves me. The cat absolutely loves me. What do you reckon? I think that's nice. Now, I don't mind that so much. And as the night goes on, I toss and turn, and she moves around the bed to accommodate me, I suppose. And I usually find her settled at some point on the bed if I wake up first. But this morning in particular, she woke me up twice. Why do they do that? Once at 7:30 in the morning, meow, meow, and she's walking up me, and she brushes her like that. She starts brushing her face against mine, and I'm trying to go, you know, I'm trying to push her away, and she comes back for more, and then eventually she settled down and nodded off again, so I was able to, and then she woke me up again at 9:30. By which time, you know, I thought, well, I might as well get up now. So I don't know so why do they keep waking me up? Cats. Well, I've only got the one cat. Can you imagine if you had 5 or 6? Cool dear. People have got 5 or 6 cats, you know. Jason's just written in, hope you didn't mind me calling in. No, Jason, I don't mind people calling in. I love people calling in. It's nice to have different voices on here other than mine. Okay? Yeah, Scrappy was the dog. That's right. That is right there. Okay, emails then, boys and girls. First of all, from the lovely Lisa in crazy California, who we haven't heard from a while, who says, just wanted to let you know I haven't missed any of your shows. Well, thank God for that, because you never know when I might have a competition. I may have a competition, and it won't be complicated like Terry Turner's competition. Terry Turner and Travis Mitchell here on UnitedKingdomRadio.co.uk on Friday nights at 8 o'clock UK time. There's always a competition going on. And the last few weeks, he was trying to give away this very nice prize, I have to say, of a Roberts Stream 202 radio. Now, I have one of these as well, and they really are fantastic. If you're looking for a Christmas present and you're a little bit more into radio than other people, you buy one of these, okay? As long as you need, it either plugs into your router with one of those Ethernet cables, or it can work off the wireless if you've got wireless in the house. I've got wireless here, and it's fantastic. Thousands upon thousands of internet radio stations on this little radio, and you don't have to have the computer on. Okay? You can just listen to it, including this station, United Kingdom Radio. It's all on that little radio. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All right? So if you want one of those, highly recommended for Christmas. Terry Turner gave one away. And this week, now, it's a bit mysterious this week, right? Because the competition actually sounds easier. There's like, when I sort of joined the show sort of a little bit through it, and all I heard was this computer type thing, counting up numbers. 27, 31, 50, 61. Boo! And the competitor, the person entering the competition, had to say stop at some point to stop these numbers going up. Well, I thought, when I first heard this, I thought he was giving away cash. And it was getting 71, 75. I thought, where's he got all this cash to give away? And then after I listened to it, I realised it wasn't cash, it was points. And the person entering it had to stop the points at the highest position he thought they would go before the computer went, boo, like that. And then they were locked out or whatever. But then, when it came to the prize, the prize was and I think I quote, something very nice. We never actually found out what the prize was going to be. So I reckon there's no prize. Or it's something very small. What do you reckon? Does anyone know what the prize on Terry and Travis Mitchell's show was yesterday? I'm a bit jealous of Travis at the moment because he went to a Doctor Who concert. How fantastic is that, eh? Yes, the Doctor Who concert. Wonderful. Now, Zach says the clock on the website is telling Australian time when I'm on it. Is it? How's that happening then? That should be telling UK time. Okay, I'll make a note of that. Let me make a little note of that. I'll have to have a word with Lee because he looks after all the website and all that for us. Clock. Is there anyone who's not in the UK? Can you have a look at the clock, please, on United Kingdom Radio.co.uk and tell me what is it telling you UK time or is it telling you the time where you are? Please tell me. Clock. So the clock you're telling me it's telling local time. Okay, I'll get him to have a look at that because he does all that. All right. Okay, so let us know if you're outside the UK. Can you have a look at the clock, please? UnitedKingdomRadio.co.uk and tell us what time is it telling you? Is it telling you your local time or UK time? I need to know that, please, to sort that out fairly quickly. All right, back to this email then from Lisa in crazy California. She says, I have been very busy. Oh, I know what you mean, dear. I never stop. It sure does leave me wore out and sore these days. Ageing in the joints and bones. Such a bother. Oh, I know. I get aches and pains when I get out of bed in the morning now. Do you? Do you find that a bit of a struggle? Get those old bones out of bed. Where you used to jump out full of the joys of life, looking forward to another day of fun. Did you? What's the first thing you do when you get out of bed, boys and girls? Any thoughts on that one? I've got to be honest, it's terrible. Do you want to know what the first thing I do when I get out of bed? It's awful. I walk in the next room and turn the computer on, just in case there's an email. Just in case someone's written to me from one of those dating sites, but nothing. Nothing. No message at all. What's going on? Lisa says, that was a sad ending on one of your last shows, Chris. The mention of the poor deer that was killed for its antlers. Yes, what was it? What was his name? The Emperor or something like that. Someone killed a deer for that, and it was quite an old deer. You know, we have there's supposed to be a place in the UK where hunters can pay to go and shoot defenceless animals. It's just sick. I mean, it's bad enough that people eat them. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. I just had some chili con carne before I came out. That's got beef in it. That was a cow once. You know. But to do it for fun, no. Lisa says, it is so sad and disgusting that people still think of hunting as a sport. I so agree with everything you said, Chris. It's one thing to kill an animal for food, to feed one's family to survive. Quite another to kill for a sporting trophy of antlers to hang on a wall. It's just awful, isn't it? I don't think I've ever been in a house where they've got one of these awful trophies hanging up, you know, something like a tiger carpet. You've seen a tiger rug. It's just sickening. Lisa says, I recall the first time I ever saw a buck's head on the wall. A buck is a deer, okay? My father had taken me with him to get his hair trimmed at the barber shop. And there, on the barber's wall, were several animals' heads. I was so upset and angry at the sight of it. I was no more than 4 or 5 years old at the time, mind you, but that didn't stop me from yelling at the old barber, how would you like it if someone put your head on a wall like that? You know, that's interesting you say that, actually, Lisa. I wonder what some of these hunters would think if one day they came home and saw various members of their family's heads on the wall. It was only a sport after all, wasn't it? Why should it be different? Why should it be different, killing humans and animals in the same way? For sport. It was only a sport. No, of course, that would be murder. So it's not murder to kill an animal for fun? But it is, isn't it? My father and the barber were both shocked, standing when their mouths dropped open. I wanted to leave immediately and have nothing more to do with that barber and his wall of horror. I kept yelling at the barber until my father, obviously fed up and a tad embarrassed, did as I was wanting and took me out of that place, never to return again. I was sure glad of that. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Fortunately, I have never been to anyone else's place of business or residence with animal heads hanging on their walls ever since that incident. And if I never see such an awful sight as that again, I will be very pleased. Some wise writer once said long ago that you can tell a lot about a society by the way it treats its most defenceless creatures. Sad that most people's societies still condone or even promote the senseless killing of creatures for their tusks, horns, teeth and the like, in spite of the fact that most civilised societies of today have a majority of people with household pets regarded as family. There seem to be very contradictory elements to the regarding of animals in general within our modern societies. One long overdue for being addressed head on. Well, you know, I agree. And depending on what country you're in, it seems to me that animals are treated in very different ways. Now, take my cat, for example, Katie. Although, if she keeps continuing to wake me up in the morning, I may have to put the offer out there for someone to pay me £10,000 to shoot her. I jest, of course. But there are countries that skin cats alive. I wonder how many of you have seen that awful cat skinning video that was going around once. I don't know if it's on YouTube. China, I think it was. China. And they have cats in crates. Literally. Crates. Massive crates. Full of cats. And a lot of them are skinned alive. An awful way to go. Don't even kill them first. And I think there was another animal, I can't think what it was, again in one of these big cages, and they were literally yanked out of the cage by the tail and slung on the ground like that, and that was the method used to kill the poor creature. Some people would say that the creatures are here for our use. I don't go along with that, and I don't think many of you do either. If there is perhaps someone watching or listening to the show at the moment that wants to turn on the other page, the opposite to what I'm saying, please feel free to ring in. Our Skype username is United Kingdom Radio. Don't forget to check that you're listening and watching the show live. It's just coming up to 25 to 4, October the 30th, 2010. If you're with us at that time, you can join in live. Skype username is all one word, United Kingdom Radio. And a phone number as well, 020 3287 1488. 020 3287 1488. I just think it's awful. You know, perhaps I'm a little bit mad in a way. My best friend Ron, he's got 2 cats and he's in a flat in sort of near the centre of London. Very busy roads all around. The cats don't leave the house. They seem happy enough, running around the chairs, and they're not very old yet. 2 boy cats. Did I tell you the names now? Louis and Vuitton. I can't remember. Louis and Vuitton or something like that. Designer names. That's typical of him. But I sat there thinking, and I thought to myself, I didn't say anything to him. I thought, is this cruel? Keeping cats contained in a small flat. Of course, you know, he means very well. They don't go hungry. They got loads of toys to play with. On all that business. As far as he's concerned, he's doing the best he can for them. Got a cat litter tray. It's emptied as soon as they've been, so to speak. But is it cruel? When I think my cat, she has the run of, well, she does have the run of the house now. Ever since I went on that steroid inhaler from the doctor to deal with my asthma, it's not a problem anymore. So she now has the run of the house. She sleeps next to me on the bed, but she has a cat flap on the front. She goes out, she wanders around, and she does go quite far because where I park my car away from my house in the garage, you know, she will come to the garage and meet me. She goes out the back, climbs over the fence as I walk about in the wooded area. So the cat has freedom. She could leave whenever she wants to, if she wanted to, but she doesn't. And I do wonder, you know, is that not good for the cat, really? Stuck in a flat like that. And perhaps you'll think I'm really stupid to say this, but I see goldfish going round and round in tiny little bowls, and I thought, this isn't right. They're imprisoned, aren't they? And they tell us the goldfish doesn't remember more than 3 minutes or something like that. They've got a 3-minute memory or whatever, something like that. I don't know. It's... To me, an animal should have freedom. I don't like circuses. I don't like zoos. Even these wonderful safari parks. We have some safari parks here in the UK. They're still enclosed, aren't they? Where they should be roaming free. Eh? I don't know. Okay, let's carry on with this email. There we are. Hello to... it's Tibby Guy. I haven't heard from you for a while. Hello, he says, caught you broadcasting live at last. All the way from Tibby Island, USA at last. Yes. Oh, we've been doing it live for a while now, you know. There's a few of us now on this little station that myself and someone else set up. Yes. Lisa says, well, enough of my ranting on. Have a lovely day, Chris. And in case I can't send in an email before the holidays, happy holidays to you and happy holidays to all the United Kingdom listeners as well. From Lady Lisa in crazy California. Now, what holidays are these that you're talking about? Surely not Christmas. I can't believe you're not going to send another letter till Christmas, which incidentally is now 8 weeks away. Christmas is 8 weeks away. I do hope you'll feel free to send in Christmas cards, okay? There is a postal address, which I'm going to give you in a second. Go and grab a pen, and I shall give you the postal address. Actually, You can send, if you're a friend of anyone here on United Kingdom Talk or United Kingdom Radio, any of the other presenters here on United Kingdom Radio, you can send their cards direct to me and I will pass them through, okay? Because I'm the only one with a post office box. Have you got your pen ready? Come on, hurry up. Coming up. Thank you, Scotty. Nice to have you with us, Scotty. It all works, Ustream. Only took me 5 years to get on that, didn't it, eh? Have you checked out the new website, by the way, boys and girls? UnitedKingdomRadio.co.uk. Oh, actually, Scotty, can you do me a favour? Have a look at UnitedKingdomRadio.co.uk. There is a clock on there. All right? Can you tell me if it's giving you your local time or United Kingdom time? If you would, please. And then I shall know if we've got a little bit of a problem there. Fag Ashley says safari parks are becoming necessary these days to ensure the survival of some species as their natural habitat is being destroyed by and for humans. Well, that's true enough. You've only got to look at the Brazilian rainforest. You see, I don't think people are aware of how important these rainforests are. Not only are they the lungs of the world, converting all the carbon dioxide into oxygen, okay? Not only that, but a lot of the world's medicines are found in these places, in strange and exotic plants. You take down the forests, and that's all gone. Scotty says, are you trying to hypnotise us with Big Ben behind you? Do you like my clock? It's wonderful, isn't it, eh? It'll be chiming in another 5 minutes' time. Don't worry, I'll let you know when it's happening. Right, boys and girls, here comes the postal address, okay? Just put the presenter's name at the top there. In my case, Chris Reardon. United Kingdom Talk. P.O. Box 4073. Bracknell. RG42 9ED, United Kingdom. Alright? Once again, boys and girls, put your presenter's name at the top there. In my case, Chris Reardon. And then send it to United Kingdom Talk, P.O. Box 4073, Bracknell, BRACKNELL, RG42 9ED, United Kingdom. Alright, Christmas cards to that address and I shall pass them on. Why is that gone a little bit, who is it? A little bit noisy it's gone. Hang on, let me just turn that down there. I'm echoing back a bit. Is that better? There we go. Let's have a look here. Sorry, I'm getting confused with me with Skype here now. Where's that little message gone? Fag Ashley, there we are. Can't read the sign. What sign are you looking for? There are no signs. That's why I read it out, Fag Ashley. Did you write down the address? Oh, I'll read it for you once more. Chris Reardon. This is for your Christmas card, okay? Chris Reardon, United Kingdom Talk, P.O. Box 4073, Bracknell, RG42 9ED, United Kingdom. Who's going to send the first Christmas card in? That's the question. There's no prize. I can't afford to give away prizes. My name's not Terry Turner. Thank you very much. Zach says, fish aren't meant to be in a box. It does things to you. Jill from Finding Nemo. There you are, you see. Finding Nemo. How can you keep a fish in a little bowl after you've watched something like Finding Nemo? Yes, exactly. By the way, my arm's better now. You know, I had that flu injection last Saturday. Yeah, the itching has stopped. I thought I'd got some awful infection, whether it was a dirty needle or something like that. You know. Well, you hear those heroin addicts, they get dirty needles, they get terrible diseases, don't they? Terrible diseases, dear. I don't want any of that in my arm with a dirty needle. How do you know? You know when you go and have these flu injections, how do you know that needle hasn't been used on half a dozen other people? God knows what I've picked up in there, dear. God's sake. Hello to Jennifer. Now, Jennifer wrote to me, and she said, Have you abandoned me? You haven't been reading out my emails, and I hadn't been getting her emails for some strange, inexplicable reason. So they've all come together. So we'll do a couple of those now. And by the way, the clock will go off in 2 minutes' time. How exciting. The email address to this show, by the way, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Chris wants to know, where is this online clock? I told you, dear. Go to unitedkingdomradio.co.uk and it's on the right-hand side. Okay, go to unitedkingdomradio.co.uk. It's on the right-hand side. Is it telling you UK time or is it telling you your local time? Very important, please. Thank you. Jennifer writes, hello, Chris. How are you? I'm glad to hear that your chest infection has cleared up. Yeah, I mean, this is how old this email is. This is a few weeks old now, isn't it? But unfortunately, it never got here. Who is it? Oh, just a minute. What's happening here? There we are. Okay. Right. I'm on the mend from a pretty bad cold myself, thanks to my eldest daughter. Oh, the worst carriers of diseases is children. I'm sorry they are. Do not go near any children at any time. Not for cuddles or kisses or anything like that. Birthdays, don't go to children's birthday parties. Send them gifts, by all means, through the post. But do not touch those children. It's terrible. Talking to young children, actually, interestingly enough, this week, of course, in the UK, a lot of children have been on their half term. And usually, when I go swimming in the half term during the week, I can't get in the pool. There goes the clock. Listen. How pleasant is that? You like it, don't you? You do like it, don't you? Okay, Scotty says, clock is correct on my end. It's showing the correct time in the USA. Okay, well, we'll have to sort that then. We'll have to sort that with Lee. Okay. Yes, and in the swimming pool, usually there's 3 pools. There's like a toddler's pool. There's what they call a training pool and a main pool. The training pool and the main pool are the same size. One is deep, the other's not deep. I like to go in the one that's not deep because it's also warmer. Now, usually in the school holidays, it's full up with children. But this week hasn't happened. And you know why? Because it's not free anymore. Because the council here were doing free swimming for children under the age of 16 and pensioners as well. But that has all been taken away because of the government's austerity measures. So actually, I was able to still continue using the pool that I like to be in with complete and total lack of children. Not only lack of children, but of course lack of disease that they're carrying, dear. Don't go near those children, for God's sake. If you're going anywhere to visit family or anything like that, you must wear a protective plastic or rubber suit and gloves. Don't touch them unless you've got rubber gloves on, preferably 2 pairs in case one pair split. You're okay, Zach, you're 18 now. Those diseases, you've probably had them and they've gone. With the little ones, you must be so careful. Zach says it's 2 months away and shops have had their Christmas stuff out for ages. Yeah, here too. It's terrible. Terrible. These shops have got their stuff out far too early. I'm telling you that now. Fag Ashley says, the Addy card you held up. Oh yeah, was it a bit blurred? Sorry, darling. Well, that's why I read it out as well. All right. Back to the email. She says, I came home from a quick trip to Dallas in Texas to see my husband. We stayed at a bed and breakfast in Fort Worth called the Azteca. Oh, that's not... I like that word, Aztec. There used to be a chocolate bar called Aztec Bar. Does anyone remember the Aztec Bar? It was a little bit like... It was a little bit like a Mars bar. Anyone remember Aztec bars? Scotty says he likes the new camera that we're using to do the show. It shows off the bald spot much better. Thank you. You're so kind. You really are, Scotty. I shouldn't really tell you this. My sister's mother-in-law, right, has just bought a wig. Honest. Why? I don't know why. Because she's not like bald. Why has she bought a wig? I'm sorry. Do you think I should buy a wig? I've got my hair really short today. It's been cut really short, isn't it? Scotty says, by the way, is Fag Ashley a Geordie too? I heard her on the show the other week. Yes, she is, and she's a lovely lady. We had a little bit of a heart-to-heart the other night, didn't we, Lil? Back to the email, the bed and breakfast. It was such a beautiful, quaint little place. I could actually live there. In that room we rented for a couple of days. Do you know, I used to think that whenever we went to Pontin's holiday camps when I was a child, and you used to get a little chalet and there'd be, a little like kitchenette area, a little bathroom, and I always thought, it'd be lovely to live in one of these chalets. We went to downtown Fort Worth and had a great time. We got to see the Cowboys walk the Longhorn Bulls through the streets. It was great, but I would much rather have seen a stampede. Why would you rather have seen a stampede? There were about 25 bulls slowly walking down the streets lined with people. If one of the bulls would have got a wild hair up, but he could actually run through the crowd and maim so many people. Oh my God. It's a dangerous place you're living in, isn't it? Anyway, back to my daughter and her cooties. I came home and she had apparently slept in my bed all weekend while I was gone. So 2 days later, I was sick. Her boyfriend was sick. His parents were sick. Dallas got sick. What a liberty to share those germs. Oh, you don't go near the children, I keep telling you. They're alive. Walking, bubbling messes of bacteria. That's what they are. Well, last night, Dallas and I met Howard Jones. Do you remember that? Now, what was the song he did? I won't let the sun go down. Is that the one? Let me see if I've got Howard Jones in my Is it I won't let the sun go down or something like that? Howard Jones. 1 moment, please. Searching. Howard Jones. I must have Howard Jones. So, oh no Howard Jones in my collection anymore, which means that people stopped asking. Let me see. Howard Jones tracks. I keep hearing a noise in here. Is it me hitting the microphone? Howard Jones. What did he sing then? Complete list of Howard Jones music. Let's try this. There was it? Oh, there's loads. My God, there's loads. I don't know what it was now. There was one particular song. Howard Jones, American musician. There he is. Born in Southampton. Did you know that? Oh, in February, same month as me. 5th of February is my birthday, incidentally. Those of you that want to save up. Top of the Pops, new song. No, that's not the one. What is the most... Like to Get to Know You Well. That's the one. Like to Get to Know You Well. I remember that one. Was there anything else? Dream... Aphrodisiac. I remember Aphrodisiac, yes. Things Can Only Get Better. Yep. Oh, I remember a few of those. So you've met a celebrity. Well done, my dear. Yes. But don't go on and on about it like Suko does. Have you heard Suko's show here? She's on Sunday afternoons at 5 o'clock UK time. UnitedKingdomRadio.co.uk. She goes on and on about these celebrities she's met. Oh, Snow Patrol and Whoopi Goldberg. And she met the guy from Star Trek this week. Oh, what's his name? Suko. No, not Suko. Not Chekhov, the other one. Sulu. She met Sulu from Star Trek this week. That's worth writing about, isn't it? Anyway, Jennifer says she met Howard Jones. I know he's an 80s synthpop, but I just love him. I was, however, shocked to see how much he has aged. Well, I mean, dear. I mean, they can't all continue to look young forever and ever, as I do, I'm just lucky with the genes. It's the gay genes that do it, Come on, be honest. Do you know any old-looking gay people? Exactly. That's what does it. That's what does it. So if you want to remain young, it's not too late to change ships. It really isn't. It broke my heart to see how the years had affected him. He was no longer this youthful blonde man that I remember. He sang all his old popular hits and a couple of new ones. I managed to get a VIP pass from another patron whom I gladly gave a big fat hug to, and I was able to stand by the stage and got to meet Howard and got a picture with him. It was the highlight of my year. Dallas knew a couple of the songs but was very disappointed because she had missed the 80s. Well, you know, dear. Unfortunately, Dallas, you've missed the best times. I'm sorry. It's all downhill now pretty quick as well. Soon we're all going to run out of oil and electricity and everything. Even oxygen is going to be it will run out. That's why I keep my windows closed. I'm not going to run out. I'm going to have my own oxygen here in the room. It was the highlight of my year. Dallas knew a couple of the songs. Being that she's only 13. Yes, well, she missed the 80s. So when was she born? 1997, my God. Are you telling me there's someone listening to this show who was born in 1997? Jeez. I would have had to have given birth to her 25 years ago and being a 15-year-old mother. No way, there's plenty of those around, dear. Loads of young mothers now. And would she have ever been who she is now? I don't think so. So I didn't even know her dad at that time. Well, let me send this off to you before it gets well out of date. Thank you very much. And that's from Jen, who sends a picture of her with an entertainer. You're very pretty, you are, I must say, Jennifer. Beautiful natural blonde hair you've got. I love that picture. Jennifer, can I ask you, why do you dye your roots a darker colour to the rest of your hair? Is there some reason for that, lovey? Why have you dyed your roots dark and the rest of your hair is blonde? Is there some strange reason for that? Do let us know, Jennifer. Thank you very much. She also writes a couple of emails coming here again. Couple of people laughing at the thing that all gay people look at. Well, we do. Have a good look. Go to my website, chrisreardon.co.uk, and have a look at in any of my galleries, and you'll see I've barely changed, dears. That's my main website, okay? chrisreardon.co.uk. Scotty says, don't forget to snap your fingers before the end of the show. That clock has got me hypnotised. What, like this? You're in a trance. You will do anything I tell you to do. You will now go to where your money is kept, place it all in an envelope and FedEx it to me, on preferably a plane that isn't about to be blown up. Did you see that on the news yesterday, eh? Well, they're now trying to blow up the cargo planes, aren't they? I suppose some people are now at this moment thinking, oh, well, it's not so bad. There's not many people on there. They are still, but it doesn't matter if there's one person on there. What about the pilot? And the bloke who looks after all the letters and that in the plane? It's awful. Where was it? Somewhere, I think, in the East Midlands and Philadelphia. Hidden in a printer ink cartridge. Wasn't it explosives or something like that they found? Terrible news. Scotty says, old gay people talking about yourself again. Beg pardon? Excuse me, one of my straight friends, where I go to where I work tonight, who was talking to me on the Facebook. All the lads, I love having a chat while I'm at work, and were talking to me on the Facebook last night, and he thought I was between 35 and 38. So shut up! Shut up! How are we doing for time? Oh, 3 minutes left. Now, as well as me on today here on UnitedKingdomRadio.co.uk, Saturday afternoon continues. 3 o'clock is me, which I've nearly finished. 4 o'clock is Tom Harris, coming to you live and direct from Chicago in Illinois. And also Sean Riches in his brand new painted studio, with New This, New That, and Sean Rich's is my favourite show here on UnitedKingdomRadio.co.uk. It's on every Saturday at 5 o'clock UK time, between 5 and 6 p.m, and he's got the best theme. He's got the best piece of theme music to any show, I reckon. I love it. I love it. Sean Ritchie live here at 5 o'clock after Tom Harris, directly after me at 4. Now, if you're watching this show on Ustream, to listen to the other shows, there's only a couple of us that use the Ustream. You need to go to UnitedKingdomRadio.co.uk and either click the Listen Now button or choose one of the media players under there. Okay, UnitedKingdomRadio.co.uk. And just in case I forget, Lee Mills will be on Monday afternoon at 12 o'clock UK time and Tuesday afternoon at 12 o'clock now, because apparently he was moaning. And I didn't actually hear him moan. Someone else told me he was moaning. All right? Anyway, that's it from me today, boys and girls. Don't forget, you can send in an email at any time. It'd be lovely to hear from you. My email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Tom Harris after me. Thanks very much for watching and listening. Bye-bye now.